Inshallah, Tottenham get relegated. Badger shit, stadium shit, fans shit, players shit. Goodbye. No, but honestly, I'm just taking the piss. I honestly don't care who wins the league. If you ask me who I want to win the league, I say fucking Aston Villa, mate. I don't want to be too harsh on Tottenham for their performance because when I look at their injury record, I look Mohamed Kudus injured, Bentancur injured, Bergvall injured, James Madison injured, Kulusevski injured, Porro injured, Danso injured. Flipping Romero broke someone's leg. Red card. Udogi injured. That's all of those are the players they're missing today. On top of that, Ben Davies with it, one Wilson Odebert. But yeah, France. Both of them France. But so when I look at their lineup, right, and I'm not aiming this specifically at Tottenham because their team's gutted. They there's not much they can really do. But the three at the back gimmick really needs to end because to play a three at the back, okay, you need to have elite wing backs for your level. So if you're playing in the championship, you need to have elite wing backs for the championship level, and at the Premier League / Champions League level, to be successful with a three at the back system, you need to have wing backs like Demarco, like Frimpong, like Grimaldo, like Hakimi, like Nuno Mendes, like Dumfries. Jed Spence and Archie Gray are not those type of players. They are not those type of players. So I really don't understand how and why teams love to push this threat back gimmick. I went to go watch Derby County versus Leicester City, okay? And even when teams played threat back gimmick and they start playing threat back, they don't even do it correctly. Because when I was watching that game, how you should play a threat back, how you should be playing a threat back, okay, is your three centre backs. They need to be split, like they need to be quite far apart to the point where the right centre back, he should be where the right back would be if you're playing a four at the back. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He should be in and around the area, not touchline, but in and around that area. Do you understand? Because that allows the wing back to push up the pitch. That allows the wing back to push up the pitch, which allows when you get the ball, look up the pitch, wing back's there. Look down the middle, midfielders are there. But when when the teams are so, this was happened to Derby County because the centre backs were so close together, it meant the wing backs had to drop all the way down, collect the ball, look up, there's no one down the line. And even then, this is another issue. The midfielders weren't even showing for the ball in that game, so that's another problem. But this is why I say this three at the back gimmick is like, it's not some special, unless you're playing, you're going there to play defensive, and you want your wing backs to just like be just extra centre backs, just sit there five at the back. Then I don't see why Tottenham should have done this. If you have only two available centre backs, why would you then go play a three at the back? Why would you force Paulinho into that position? You could have played easily four at the back, okay? Drop Spence and Gray down to fullbacks. Play a four at the back. Move Paulinho into midfield. Play a 4-4-2. I don't see why it was necessary. And then slap my man on the pitch. Slap Solanke on the pitch. Play a 4-4-2. I don't understand why you had to go play a three at the back system when you don't have the necessary centre backs. Vicario fries. I hate it when I see Tottenham concede a goal and he jumps up like this. Relax, like he's most of the time it's his fault as well. And he's jumping up like he's helped anything. Really don't like it. I don't like him, honestly. And then I look at their team, and again, Gyökeres. Tottenham today made Hitler Gyökeres look like Didier Drogba. How have you done that? How the hell have you done that? Okay, and to be honest, I don't want to sit here and gas up Arsenal like Eze was brilliant, Gyökeres was brilliant, Zubimendi was good, Timber great, Raya good, Gabriel, all of this they played well, but I don't want to gas it up too much because again Tottenham are 17th place. It's just 17th place Tottenham. We can sit here and say, oh, North London derby, but Tottenham are 17th place. If they didn't win this game comfortably, I'd have been looking at them a bit sus. Like, what's going on? Eze took his 2 goals brilliantly. Saka, my thoughts on Saka are clear. I don't think he's that good. I think he's good. I think he's one of the best centre wingers in the league. But I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's world level. I don't think he's like insanely good. Yes, he starts for England. Good for Arsenal. But like people talk about him like he's like, oh my god, like Saka, give him a year, Ballon d'Or. Like, people talk about him like that. I just don't. He's alright. I find him okay. But what I really want to talk about is Tottenham's. Honestly, do I honestly believe they'll get relegated? That's really what I wanted to talk about. Okay, because their next The next 5 Premier League games as follows. They played Fulham, then Crystal Palace, then Liverpool, then Forest, then Sunderland. I don't see them getting more than 5 points. Realistically, I think they get 3 or 4 out of these games. I don't think they'll get a point from Fulham. I don't think they'll get a point at Fulham's ground. And then they go to Crystal Palace. I think this is where Crystal Palace come to White Hart Lane. I think Crystal Palace will lose. So that's where the 3 points come from. I don't believe they beat Liverpool or get a point. I don't believe they get a point against Forest, and I don't believe they get a point against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Forest, with Vitor Pereira, just went ahead and slapped Fenerbahce 3-0. They should have beat my team, Liverpool. They should have, because that first half, they were coasting. They should have scored at least 2 in that first half. They did themselves a disservice. Okay, and it's disgraceful, to be honest, that Forest didn't walk out with all 3 points again. Oh, sorry, not even with all 3 points. It's disgraceful they didn't walk out with a point against us today. So that obviously, because that game is literally exactly a month from now against Forest, it depends if Forest can keep up that form. If Forest can keep that form up and they can keep these level of performances up under Vitor Pereira, yes, I do believe they'll slap Tottenham. Like, insane, like beat them up. Like Sangare today, if Sangare plays against Tottenham in a month from now, how he played today against Liverpool, he will bum Tottenham's midfield. He will bum them. Okay, and their relegation, I would say they're mainly in contention at the moment with West Ham for the relegation place, because like I said, if Forest can keep up this level of performances under Vitor Pereira, I don't believe that they'll be in this relegation battle for any longer. But West Ham is where I'd say is their main. This is who I say they're going to have to really box with for the Premier League space, right? West Ham's next 5 Premier League games are Liverpool, Fulham, Brentford, Man City, Aston Villa, and Wolves. How much points do I think they get from this? I believe they'll get a point. They'll get a point. Where will they get a point? I think they'll get a point to Fulham. I think that they can take all 3 points from Wolves. And honestly, I would not be surprised if West Ham went to Villa and got a point. Because of the fact that Villa known to drop points randomly. They dropped points to Everton. They dropped points yesterday to Leeds. So I can see West Ham dropping points. That's why I say I honestly cannot tell you who will get relegated between Tottenham and West Ham. I hope it's Tottenham, because I wanna go to the Tottenham Stadium, and it'll be cheaper than the Championship. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I want to get relegated. But do I think they'll get relegated? I hope, honestly. If Nottingham Forest, let me check Nottingham Forest's next few games. Their next 5. Oh, fuck their 5. The next 4 games are Brighton, Man City, Fulham, and Tottenham. Like I said, I think they'll beat Tottenham 3. That's 3 points. It depends if they can play the same way they've been playing yesterday, on Thursday and today. Then I believe that they can beat Brighton, beat Fulham, and I genuinely believe they can get 9 points. I think I'm joking. I genuinely believe the only team they'll lose to here is Manchester City, honestly. And then their 5th game is against Villa. Yeah, they might lose that. But if they play the way they played today and Thursday, they'll get like 9-10 points. I don't believe they're in this battle anymore. Honestly, I don't believe they're in this battle anymore. I think the battle is Tottenham, West Ham. Both shit stadiums with shit atmospheres. Actually, nah, West Ham's worse. But the thing is, with this relegation battle, right? If West Ham go down, they're not coming back up. They are not coming back up. If Tottenham go down, they'll come straight back up. But when they come straight back up, I do believe they will end up in a situation like Norwich was in a few years ago, where they just kept going up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Because of the fact that I believe they are, footballing wise, one of the worst run clubs in the league. Financially wise, they're great. Footballing wise, one of the worst run clubs in the league. Because of the fact that they have no idea what they want their club to be. And this is a similar situation to West Ham. They say they don't want to play defensive football under David Moyes. So he gets sacked. Or was a mutual consent, whatever, he leaves. They bring in Lopetegui, sacked. Then they bring in, who did they bring in after Lopetegui? Graham Potter, sacked. Holy Spirit, now he's in here, and they've just gone full circle back to playing really defensive football again. But this time, instead of playing defensive football to compete for Europa League spaces, they're playing defensive football to avoid the fucking drop. Tottenham went from, after Pochettino, they got Holy Spirit, they got Mourinho, Conte, Postecoglou. So they were tired of the defensive football and went for Postecoglou, total football. Then they said, no, he's too totalist, he's too attacking. Thomas Frank, middle ground, pragmatic, sacked. Now they're back, they're playing with Igor Tudor, who fuck knows what he is. He's just straight passion, hope for the best. Let's just strive. Okay. Like, Igor Tudor, he's one of them, man. Like, he's like the Sean Dyche of Italy a bit. Because he's like, he came in, right, to Juventus after Thiago Motta got sacked. Did a job, got them top 4. Then they continued his contract, sacked. I believe he's going to, I don't know. It's between Tottenham and West Ham. I honestly can't decide between the two who's going to get relegated. I hope it's Tottenham. Because if West Ham go down, they're never coming back up. And I don't want West Ham out of the Premier for too long. Because I can't, West Ham, their stadium is shit. Like, you might think, oh, who cares? Stadium's shit. If they get relegated and they play flipping Derby County, yeah, in that fucking London stadium on a cold Tuesday night, they're losing, bro. They're losing. There's no way that, like, if I could even see them doing a Sunderland and just going straight to League One as well. Like, the fans are definitely gonna protest. They're gonna not renew their season tickets. That atmosphere is gonna be shit. Aye. That's why I don't want West Ham to go down and I want Tottenham to go down instead, because I know Tottenham will at least come back up. But should I flip a coin? Nah. I think Tottenham will go down. Honestly, I think if I had to bet on it, I'd bet on Tottenham to go down. Now, the title race, Man City will win against Leeds away. It will be tough, but I think they'll win against Leeds away. Their attack is too devastating to not win against Leeds away. Arsenal's next 5 Premier League games are as follows. They play Chelsea, Brighton, Everton, Bournemouth, and Man City. I think they'll beat Chelsea. I think they'll beat Brighton. I think Everton will be difficult, but I think they'll beat Everton. That's 9 points. Then I think they'll beat Bournemouth. That's 12. And then when it comes to the Man City game, I think they'll lose the Man City game. At the Etihad, I think Man City at that point will be charged up. They'll lose. And then I think Man City will keep pace until then. And then when they beat Arsenal, they'll go up. And they'll be, 1-2 points ahead. And then from there, I think Manchester City is, like, unless they slip up, will win the title. And that's not because Arsenal are going to drop points from now. I just think that they've cut it too close now. They lost that buffer zone. I think they'll beat everyone else. I honestly think Arsenal, from this point onwards, will beat everyone else. But they'll lose to Manchester City. And then Man City, because the gap now is so small, it's 2 points, they'll go that 1 point ahead. And then they'll keep winning that game. And they'll win and Pep Guardiola will take home his 7th Premier League title. I'm not trying to take the piss. I'm not just saying that because I hope it will happen. I honestly, there's no club outside of Real Madrid that I hate more than Manchester City. And honestly, this Arsenal team, the reason I slightly don't want them to win the league is because of the way they play football. That's it. If I could, like I said, I'd have Aston Villa win the league, man. Fuck both of these guys. Fuck both of them. But yeah, man, that's a wrap. Man, I stay wise, man.